Thank you for being here. My name is Sang-mi Park. I am an OT researcher and I'm postdoc at Human Engineering Research Laboratory, HER. And we are affiliated University of Pittsburgh and VA Pittsburgh Research, VA Pittsburgh Health System. The presentation title is Comparison of the Quality of Two Types of Educational Transportation Game for Mobility Device Users. In this study, we aim to compare the experience of playing two types of game, the board game and digital game, which was designed to educate mobility device users and travel companions about transportation barriers and compensatory strategies. Problem of the current training for mobility device users tend to focus on operational skills in clinical settings. However, importantly, mobility device users need additional trainings on community mobility, caregiver education, public transportation use, and/or compensatory skills. Educational game Hertown was developed considering these benefits of board games: learning, knowledge retention and transfer, social interaction, and behavior change. Hertown is transportation educational tool for mobility device users and their caregiver. It features 58 validated educational scenarios and accessible game elements, and it takes approximately an hour. Currently, we have two versions, physical board game and digital version game, to suit different training settings. Except for the platform, a board game and digital version share the same educational content, which is game scenarios and features such as game rules and graphic designs of game elements. I'd like to explain a little bit more about Hertown. This is example of a digital version game. The first picture is a game map. You can see there are 4 players, and you can see also a die in the picture. In the second picture, to move forward on the map, players ask to choose the best strategy out of 4 possible strategies. For example, scenario card: you are a wheelchair user. You are in unfamiliar area of the city and are trying to get home, but you are unsure where to go to access public transportation. What did the survey say? And you can see 4 possible options. And if you choose 1 out of 4, you can see the survey results. You can see the numbers on the right side. The numbers shows out of 100 mobility device users and caregivers choose that answer as first option for the situation, similar to Family Feud. So if you choose third option, then you can receive 35 Hertown dollars. And after scenario cards, you have a random luck. It could be pitfall, it could be a perk. And next, you choose the transportation method. For example, if you choose sidewalk, it's free. You can use 1 die. But if you choose personal car, you need to pay 100 Hertown dollar. But you can use 4 dices, which means you can move faster. We started Hertown project with physical version, the board game version. Preliminary data suggested board game version of Hertown is an engaging game with educational benefits. However, digital version, which has benefit of single play and internet connected play, this digital version has not yet been evaluated. So the study aims to compare 2 versions to examine whether they equip equal quality as educational games. This study has cross-sectional and crossover component design, and we collect the data veterans community event, which was National Veterans Wheelchair Games 2024. And we have two types of participants, mobility device users and travel companions. They played game together, and inclusion criteria for each is as follows. For assessment, we used model for the evaluation of educational game, MIGA plus questionnaire. The MIGA plus questionnaire is game quality measure for educational games. It includes 35 items across 9 dimensions. MIGA plus questionnaire provides a single overall score indicating low, good, or excellent game quality. For example, the overall score higher than 42.5 points, that means the game has good quality. If the overall score higher than 65 points, that means the educational game have excellent game quality or excellent educational potential. This is the protocol. After completing screening process, participants engaged in the first session. The game type for the first session was randomly chosen. And after play the first game, participants completed a MIGA plus questionnaire. And then next session, second session, participants played the other type of the game. And then after the game, they completed MIGA questionnaire one more time. In this study, 43 mobility device users and travel companions participated. And out of 43, 29 participants completed first and second session. Demographic homogeneity between groups was confirmed. That means between board game players and digital game players, there's no significant difference in their race, gender, age, and mobility device users and caregiver ratio in the group. This is the main result of this study. The MIGA Plus scores from the first session indicated that both types of game equally have a good level of game quality. In the second session, these two games scored at good level, while the board game scored at excellent level. To our knowledge, Hertown is the first training tool developed using educational board game method to address accessible ground transportation barriers and strategies. In the first session, both games demonstrated good quality. It means we secure the consistent game quality across both versions in participants who experienced the Hertown game for the first time. But for the efficiency or convenience perspective, the benefits of the digital game could be more convenient. In the second session, the digital game maintained good quality, while the physical game improved excellent quality. Increased score for both groups in the second session may be due to the carryover effect given a short or no washout period before crossover. But a higher increase in the physical game may reflect older adults' value toward meaningful experience. More than 3/4 of participants in second session were aged 55 or older. They preference to social interaction over additional knowledge, new experience with digital-based learning. This result also may indicate possibility of improved digital game. We have some limitations of the study sample, as I just told you, mainly middle-aged to older adults, and most of them used private vehicle users. An inconsistency in the play members' facilitator may affect the game experience by influencing group dynamics. And a MIGA questionnaire provides only overall quality levels. And studies testing educational impact of the game are suggested for future study. In conclusion, digital version of Hertown offers good game quality as an educational tool, both of digital version and also board game version. For players with various age or functional levels, incorporating additional digital features, for example, narrative, accessibility functions, social functions is recommended. And this is the last slide I prepared for today. Thank you very much. And do you have any question about her town or this study? You mean for the scenarios or the results of the study? We have, so far we do not have a systematic scenario category, but we have some scenarios talking about the weather. It's unexpectedly rain, there's no bus shelter, what would you do? Or it's in the morning, but the driveway is snowed in, what would you do? You at that day you have a doctor's appointment in the morning. What would you do? Those scenarios are included in our current game. And regarding the scenarios, we have 58 scenarios, and those scenarios developed based on we have advisory board, like who use mobility device in their real life. And also we have researchers as an end user who use wheelchairs. And we developed the scenarios based on their experience. And also we developed 4 possible answers based on their real experience. But we can see the preference, although we incorporate the game, the survey results, but that is not always, I mean, some players don't agree with why this is the most popular answer, because their living environment is different and their functional level is different. So that is not absolute answer. Should be always first. That is not, but provide some reference.